Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new and you've never seen me before, my name is Empress of Sunlight Tarot, and I'm a tarot reader here on YouTube as well as on TikTok. And today I'll be performing the full moon in Pisces reading for the Earth sign collective. That is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you are an Earth sign or have strong Earth sign in your chart somewhere, then this reading should resonate to you in some way, shape, or form. Do keep in mind that time, gender, and energy are all fluid, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? So this full moon in Pisces is happening on August 28th. And so there is a strong pre-shuffle message that I was getting for y'all, where there's this need to kind of use your discernment when it comes to protecting your peace, okay? There may be somebody around this time, bless me. There may be somebody around this time that tries to test your patience, test your boundaries, or try to provoke you in some way, or try to get a reaction out of you. This could be a strong feminine figure, like a mom, a grandma, a sister, an aunt, someone of maybe like feminine essence. Doesn't have to be, because gender is fluid, but yeah, I was definitely kind of getting that. But we're going to go ahead and start by getting your opening oracles. We're going to start off with your moon magic affirmation. Oh my gosh, this was your pre-shuffle card too. This is the imagery on the card. This came out in your pre-shuffle. It says, I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. So yeah, this energy of discernment. Okay, there is a situation at hand for you, Earth signs, where you're being guided to use your discernment. Okay, put your thinking caps on. Make sure your intuition is turned up all the way. Okay, be really observant of certain energies here when it comes to this situation. Be observant of how you feel, of how your body reacts, of how your mind reacts, of how your whole energetic field may change, okay? Your zodiac moon this is clarified by the eclipse in Aries, card 25, with collaboration. Boost relationships through teamwork and compromise, okay? So Aries energy here, collaboration, right? This may be in regards to, once again, multiple people in your life. This could have to do with maybe even a collective of people or a certain matter where you may be involved directly or indirectly. But you may also be in this position of trying to find ways of collaboration, trying to find ways that work for everyone, while also standing firm in how you feel or what you feel is right or how you want something to go. Okay. Your black moon you have solar eclipse with revolution, card 44. Okay, so we actually did just have a solar eclipse in Leo like a couple weeks ago, I believe. So, and you have the eclipse in Aries, so there's a lot of eclipse energy. We are in eclipse season as well, but the symbolism is still the same. Okay. And with that being said here, there could be a entirely different, I guess you could say, change in how this takes off. So whatever situation this is regarding, I feel like this is something that will change the dynamic between you and said situation, said environment, said person, whatever. I feel like this is something that's going to change entirely. Like this situation is going to be like kind of almost like a catalyst or like a tower moment for how this will be handled in the future or from here moving forward. And look, you have Aries at the bottom of the deck too. Could be strong Aries energy or in your chart or around you, or even in regards to this situation here as well. It is currently 444. I don't know if y'all can see that. 444. So some of you guys could be seeing fours, and you got the number 44 here as well. So I think we're pretty aligned here, right? Your Queen of the Moon Oracle. During this situation, earth signs. And you guys have card 27 with release. Waning gibbous number 4. Okay, card 27. So this is supposed to help you release something. Okay, there could be a lot of built up tension that you felt for a while that you've been really urging to release with this as well. Like there could have been a lot of resentment or a lot of things that you wanted to say and you were biting your tongue and you were trying to keep the peace and trying to be collaborative, but now there could be a situation around this time where you have to get something off your chest, or you're no longer being as, you know, cordial, because you might be recognizing now that the way that you have been really cordial or collaborative could have definitely you could have found yourself like in a compromising position, right? My bad, y'all. I'm trying to move the inset. Okay, and then lastly, your Moonology. Cutting the deck. You guys have a full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, this definitely has to do with an emotional situation, right? That's that energy of like needing to release built up emotions. Okay, some of you guys could have a moon in Cancer. It doesn't have to be, it's just the energy present, but this definitely shows that that energy, those feelings, that bitterness and that resentment that you've been harboring is something that is ready to be released here. Okay, and that's why I was getting like with this energy of the revolution here with that solar eclipse. It was like, whatever this is or however this concludes is going to set the standard for how this responds to you again in the future, or how you navigate this later on. Like if this was, for example, like if this is like a situation where like, I don't know, like you and a friend, let's say like you didn't like the way your friend always brought up certain things or topics that made you feel uncomfortable, and you're like, hey, you know, I actually don't like when you do this, or I actually don't like when you talk about this, and they hit you with, oh, well, you never said anything before, I didn't think it was an issue before. And you could be like, yeah, well, I was trying to be collaborative, right? Because I'm your friend or we're friends, and I didn't want to seem pushy or anything like that. But I'm finding it, you know, in my energy now to voice this to you now because this is making me feel some type of way. And your friend's like, okay, got it. I will no longer, you know, make that joke or say those type of remarks from here on out, right? And it's like a complete, and it doesn't have to be like this major thing, right? It could be something as small as that, but that's just an example. It's a hypothetical. So it's like whatever this is can be something that changes the dynamic of you in this situation in the future. Hopefully for good. For changes it for the better. So now we're going to get your spread Okay, we're going to get your position, challenge, unexpected advice, and then your overall outcome. We're going to start off by cutting the deck. This is for the earth signs for this full moon in Pisces happening on August 28th. Your position, earth signs. You guys have card 10 with destiny. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is Sagittarius energy as well as Jupiter energy. This is your position. You are in a very abundant position of luck and expansion and growth. Okay. There's a lot of wisdom that comes with this as well, but it's more so of you are in the position of wanting to change. You want change, especially if you have been stagnant or have been used to something for so long. Once again, the example, oh, you know, you were putting up with this for so long. Why didn't you say something before? You're ready to change the dynamic. You're ready to change the situation, change the outcome, change how this is showing up in your world here. Okay, and it looks like you are very favorable when you have the Wheel of Fortune in your position. Your challenge with this energy, you have the 8 of Wands with accelerated motion. Okay, so this could definitely symbolize maybe voicing, communication, right? Conversations. This may be a challenge for you is, you know, saying this, right, to this person or expressing this to the situation. Right? Especially if you're not really expressive, or if you have been trying to keep the peace, you may actually speak your piece, and that can be really, really hard for you. That can be really, really hard for you because you don't want to seem pushy, or you don't want to seem uncollaborative or hard to work with, or bossy or stuck up, or whatever the case may be. Like, you don't want to be perceived as wrong or perceived as negative in any way. But this could be really challenging for you to speak up and to voice this, okay? Now, with the 8 of Wands here, as your challenge as well, your challenge is also learning to grow out of this or find growth in this. You may even find this challenging because you could be really pessimistic about how this plays out towards the end. Like, if this is that situation where you have to speak up or say your mind or something like that, you're like, oh my God, now I'm finna lose a friend. Or now, like, this just isn't gonna work anymore. We're not gonna be cordial. And the next thing you know, this person still wants to be friends with you. Or this person still wants to work with you. And you're like, oh, that was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that. Because you have luck on your side. So there is granted wish fulfillment, right, as well as positive change, lucky change in your energy based on your current position during this time. Your unexpected energy is the 4 of Wands. Yeah, foundation and achievement. So unexpectedly, once again, you're going to find union here. You're going to find a lot more harmony and peace, as well as maybe understanding and support, because you expressed what you needed to. Okay, if this has to do with like symbolism of like family or something in regards to the home or home life, you might unexpectedly find a stronger home dynamic or home or family unit as well. Your advice during this time is the 9 of Wands with spiritual strength. So yeah, your advice is to look within, right? You have those secret answers. You have the spiritual wisdom to navigate this properly and to do it in a way where you're still heard while also getting your point across. And your overall outcome, there it is. There's that wisdom. Card 5 with the Hierophant, Taurus energy with wisdom. So yeah, there is a strong lesson here that you're learning. Really strong, because it's in your advice and it's in your overall outcome. So there is a strong lesson here that you're going to learn in regards to this situation that will unexpectedly bring you more harmony, maybe even more celebration, as well as comfort. Okay, so we're going to clarify this with the tarot. We're going to start off by clarifying your position with the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune. So Spirit, show me more for card 10. With the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here as Earth signs position? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Alright, Ten of Wands to the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's something that you've been carrying. There's something that's been burdening you, or multiple things that have been burdening you for quite some time here. And this could be causing a lot of stress for you here with the Nine of Swords. Okay. And with your position, that's probably why you're in this position of wanting to see a change, wanting to see a shift in this, because you're getting tired of carrying the load here. Yep, there's the Death card, Scorpio energy. Death to rebirth. Something that's finally closing out is opening something entirely new. You have release here with card 27. So, yeah, this is definitely closing itself out for you in more ways than one. You have, there it is, closing itself out. The World card, Four of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you had been avoiding this for a really long time. You've been avoiding speaking up about this. You've been avoiding this type of confrontation for so long. And for some of you, you maybe thought that, you know, putting time in between it was going to make this easier to deal with, when it's showing me in your spread that it's just built up feelings. It's like built up resentment or bitterness that either you knew was there or you didn't really know it was there. But it's closing out for you. The Death card and the Wheel, this is a major change, a major shift for you in a big way. And I feel like this is definitely be something personalized to you, because you have a personal issue reaches resolution. So this could be something very internal for you. So now, Spirit, show me more for the Eight of Wands. Why is this here? Why is the Eight of Wands here? What is that? That just fell on the floor. The Page of Wands. Yep. Your challenge is expressing. Eight of Wands clarified by the Page of Wands. It's expressing how you feel. That Page of Wands is a childlike energy. So if you have, there it is, Ace of Cups and a Two of Cups. Yeah. So this could definitely be in regards to a person. But there could definitely be this, your challenge could definitely be expressing how you feel to someone. And that could be, once again, due to like a fear of rejection, right? But I definitely get your challenge is expressing yourself to an individual, somebody that you are connected to. Now, can it be romantic? Yes, obviously it can be. But this could be your connection to anyone. Connection to someone in the professional field, someone in like a platonic field, such as like friendship, or like a neighbor or something of like that. It's like, it's almost like learning how to express yourself through communication, right? Through conversation, possibly. Which can be really hard for you because of the fear of rejection, or fear that the feelings are not reciprocated. My ear was just ringing. It's confirmation. Show me more for the Eight of Wands. Yep, Knight of Swords. There's the communication. That's the messenger. Alright. And, I mean, Eight of Wands is clarified by accelerated motion. He is accelerating in motion towards his bike, towards needing to say his truth, needing to speak his truth. So this could definitely be how you're feeling here. Like you need to get something off your chest. You need to say something. What is this? Seven of Swords. I told you there's the fear. Yep, Four of Swords to the Three of Swords. The fear of rejection. The fear of disappointment. Fear of, if I say this to this person, am I going to feel hurt in the end? How do I know this isn't going to hurt me? How do I know this isn't going to make me feel some type of way? Three of Swords and Four of Swords, there's a deep healing here that you're learning out of this. Unexpectedly, you're gonna find harmony here. You're gonna find union with this. That's why it's a personal issue reaches resolution here, because this is an internal thing for you. You feel like you need to say something. You feel like you need to speak up and say something, but you're afraid of rejection, or you're afraid that it won't be reciprocated, or you're afraid that it will come off wrong, or it won't be received well. Your unexpected energy. You have the Four of Wands. So to clarify, your Four of Wands, for your unexpected, whatever this is, it's like whatever you're learning to express, whether it's out of fear of rejection, fear that this person won't feel the same way, fear that this person may take it the wrong way, unexpectedly you're gonna find harmony in this, either with this individual or with the situation, or even with yourself. So Spirit, please clarify the Four of Wands, please. There's Temperance. There's the balance being restored between the sun and the moon. Like we said, balance is being restored. Show me more for the Four of Wands. Hello. Six of Cups. This could be balance restored between maybe like you and a soulmate. Maybe for some of you, this could be balance restored between you and a parent. Balance restored between you and a friend. A long-term friend, an old friend, childhood friend, maybe, if we want to get specific. But there's healing and rebalance here towards showing compassion and having compassion. For example, like I said, if there's fear that this won't be received the way that you want it to, you may unexpectedly find that this responds back to you in a loving way, in a compassionate way. And just because this person or this situation restores the balance between you and it, this may heal something within you, that fear of rejection, which once again helps you release personal issues. The energy of collaboration. I definitely feel like this is in regards to a person. If there has been some rocky energy or up and down energy between you and them, this person may actually meet you with some compassion. 10 of Pentacles. Could definitely be a family member. 4 of Wands symbolizes the home. So maybe even like a family union or somebody that you live with in some way, shape, or form as well. Like I said, this could definitely tie to like a parent as well with the 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. There's the compassion. And 4 of Wands. Hello. 2 of Wands to the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands clarifying the 4 of Wands. Yeah, there's strong harmony here. Some of you could definitely be stepping into commitment or stronger commitment with a person or with an individual. And it's all possibly because you took the risk of expressing yourself. Regardless of 7 of Swords, the fears that could have been holding you back from disappointment. 3 of Swords. But yeah, you putting your best foot forward and choosing that new path unexpectedly is going to bring you so much union and harmony and maybe even stronger commitment than you thought or that you were expecting. Now we're going to clarify your advice with the 9 of Wands with spiritual strength. So there is some spiritual strength here that you are gathering. Like I said, your advice to your overall outcome with wisdom tells me that there's a great spiritual lesson involved in this. Now this could have been divinely guided or have some type of divine intervention with your personal growth, your personal healing. The 9 of Wands. So we'll see. We have a flyer. It's the Tower. So yeah, you're gonna find this unexpectedly. We already kind of seen that here. Show me more for the 9 of Wands. That's a lot. I'm not gonna take this. Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Sun. Ooh, Leo energy here with the Sun. Unexpectedly, right, the Queen of Swords, you're gonna find yourself thinking and seeing things so much clearer. Things are going to clear themselves up for you with the Ace of Pentacles to the Sun, that you're gonna realize that the opportunity here, the opportunity and how this cultivated itself for you is going to bring you clarity. It's going to bring you happiness, bring you peace, bring you satisfaction for the soul, for the spirit specifically. All because your advice was to see things through a discerned lens. That's why you have, I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. Queen of Swords. Some of you could even be calling yourself out on like kind of like where you fucked up in the situation, or kind of like where you didn't put your all in, where you didn't give it 100%, where you didn't fully trust in the situation. Some of you could be recognizing that for yourself, and your self-awareness brings you spiritual strength as well as overall wisdom. And lastly, clarify the overall outcome. Why is wisdom here for this collective? Why is this the overall outcome here? Why is this the overall outcome? Oh my gosh. The Hierophant is clarifying the Hierophant. This is like double blessing energy as well. I'm getting double blessing energy, because not only are you learning something on a spiritual level that helps accelerate your growth, but you're also getting a strong wish fulfillment. You get the Hierophant clarified twice within each other, and you have the 4 of Wands clarified twice within each other. So if you were looking for union or more peace, maybe marriage or a soulmate or some type of unity within yourself and how you've been feeling towards the situation, you're gonna get it. especially with that full moon in Cancer energy. There it is, the moon. I was just talking about it. Three of Pentacles. Those deep feelings, the deep suppressed emotions that you don't share with everyone, that you don't express to yourself, is what's coming to the surface here to help you bring, or to help bring you a blessing, as well as collaboration with this individual or with this situation. Three of Pentacles, collaboration. You have eclipse in Aries with collaboration. So it's going to start to manifest for you physically here, your overall outcome, and you may even find strong commitment in a person or in a situation or environment that wants to assist you, that wants to help you express this. Judgment, there's your discernment. Seven of Cups, there's the confusion. Eight of Cups, walking away from it. Page of Cups, expressing your feelings. Chariot, there's the breakthrough. I know y'all can't see it. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you. Eight of Cups. There's the Judgment, using your discernment wisely. I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. Literally what the card says. Seven of Cups. Recognizing where the deception could be lying within yourself. How you could be deceiving yourself in this situation. There's the Serpent. There's the red serpent slithering from under the cup. And you're recognizing here, I don't have to choose off of what I see. I can take what I know. Judgment. And what is it that you know? You know what you feel. Page of Cups. To find a breakthrough with it. The Chariot. More Cancer energy. So this looks really, really promising for you, Earth signs. And it seems as if this is really helping you in more ways than one. But I feel like it's something that is blessing you internally as well as externally. It's like because you're seeing it in the physical form, or you're seeing it play out in your reality, it's helping you heal as well as release and solve personal issues, matters, or unresolved feelings that you're having internally. Which is why your position was the Wheel of Fortune. Because luck was on your side throughout this entire situation. So next week during this full moon in Pisces, do kind of expect some of this energy to show up if it hasn't shown up already. Okay. Time is fluid. However, with full moon and new moon energies, the energy is the strongest the first 3 days before, as well as the first 3 days after the lunar event takes place. So just keep an eye on that. However, it can still last throughout the entire lunar cycle of that 2-week period. So the zodiac signs present in your spread, you have Aries, Cancer, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius again, Scorpio again, Leo, double Taurus energy, Gemini energy, Pisces energy, and then Cancer energy once again. So thank you all my beautiful earth signs for tuning in and watching. If you like this video, be sure to like the video as well as share it. If it resonated, please let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button so you guys are always notified for when I post. You can also follow me on TikTok for when I do live streams and post video content as well. And I will see and talk to all of you guys very, very soon. Bye, earth signs.